Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints 7, Saints nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Check 24, check 24. Slam, slam, slam.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw, Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Get the ball. Switch, switch, switch. Flip, flip, flip. Let's go.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. You hold this.
A give. This is Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well, this defense for the Giants, they... Played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Push it back. Push it back. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Kamara try the right side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. manageable. Third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check down.
Jameis to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is that...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Time to go to work.
Xavier McKinney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
Move. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. I got 2.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And a nifty catch there for a first down by Michael Thomas. Still getting used to the fact that it's not Drew Brees throwing him passes. Never really 100% in 2020. Battled some injuries along the way. Ended up only suiting up for 7 games. 40 catches. That's a tough drop because in 2019 had 149 catches, an NFL record.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gano for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Bring it. Bring it.
Jameis now on first down. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up second and 4 at the Saints 39-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Jones eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7.
16, Saints 7. Will Lutz to kick off for
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. That'll be caught. It's Toney. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go. Near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got ball to the other. Against incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
29 is Mike 29. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
29 is Mike 29. Don't get nervous.
Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
54 Mike. Check.
Winston now. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
New York.
Looking to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Here's a give to Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Giants add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Jones throwing for it, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Watch tight end. Tight right. We got 4. We got 4.
First down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Azeez Ojulari brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Here's Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down.
Mike 29. Here we go.
Off the play fake, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.